Welcome back. The homies are back in the building.
Back in the building.
It's been a hell of a break.
Been a minute, dog.
I feel like I ain't seen you niggas in 5 years, dog.
It's been 5 years. What you mean? It's just been a nigga.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I thought I ain't never gonna see you niggas again, man.
Dog, this shit was wild, man.
Bruh, the funny part is there was really no reason for us to not link, but other than me catching COVID. Spoiler alert, bro. I caught COVID again, bro. Talk about my luck, right? And I do have a funny story about that, man. But before we get into it, bro, y'all, I think the last episode was before Christmas.
Yeah, I think it was before Christmas.
It was before
man.
Christmas, yeah, because that was So what did I miss? How y'all boys doing, man? Let's catch up.
You know, man, I would love to pretend that I'm some interesting person, but I spent Christmas with family, and I spent New Year's not feeling well. Don't know if it was COVID. Don't know if it's the flu. Don't care. I'm good now. So I was just vibing, my boys. Nothing new.
Nah, man. I mean, that's when this break, this holiday season, let me know how truly boring my life has become, bro. I did absolutely Nathan.
It felt weird to be on New Year's and not only not do shit, but just be perfectly fine when not doing shit, just because of the way everything was going down. You know, but
I think it's. I'm sorry, bro. But
no, you good.
I think it's part of being older, bro. Like,
it's 1,000% part of being older, bro. I have to talk myself into going out now, bro. I gotta give myself a yes, bro. Yes,
not the life of the party, bro.
Nah, bro, for real, dog. Man, could you just stay over there, man? Damn, bro, we doing a podcast, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, bro, they can't hear you all the way back there. Like, damn, bro. You see, you didn't want us to be all in the sauce with what y'all had to go on, bro. So enjoy your homegirl in the back, bro. So back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, bro. Yeah, bro, I gotta talk myself into going out, bro. Like this shit is. I don't even know, bro. What's the song? Michael Jackson song, "Man in the Mirror," bro. I don't know who that nigga is no more when I look at the mirror, bro. I don't.
My baby Michael Jordan, bro. She just sticking her tongue out,
Gerson out here with baby Z in the building.
Yeah, man. Gerson is having beautiful goddaddy bonding moment with his goddaughter, man.
Listen, man, I miss y'all, but I miss your daughter more, though. I was like, damn, man, I ain't get to see Z, bro. I know I ain't get to see y'all, but I was like, damn, man, my baby.
I mean, listen, bro, she been fine. Or whatever. She just eat, poop, and shit and sleep, bro. In rotation.
That's the game, man.
That's the beautiful part, dog. Like, yeah, do I want to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning to feed her? No, bro. But I know this is the best it's ever gonna be, dog. I know it only goes downhill from there, bro.
Oh, shit.
Because bro. So, you know, I have my nephew. He's almost 2, right? He's gonna be 2 in August, which is a long way, but yeah, whatever, right?
It'll be here no time.
Yeah, it'll be in here no time, right? So he comes over, bro. The man got to touch everything, bro. I'm not in no rush for that, the toddler stage at all, bro. I'm not in no rush for that, bro. I could do that all day, bro. Put a bottle in your face. You go to sleep, bro. It's like magic, dog. It's like magic, bro. I love it, dog.
You right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Right.
When she go to walk in and could grab things and could do whatever the hell she want, bro. Like,
and then you actually have to worry about.
Fool.
Yes, I know. And you know, put it like this, right? So I work from home now. It's very easy to manage my job and manage her at the same time because she can't go nowhere, bro. You stuck. You can't walk. You can't walk. But when she is able to walk, I know that it's going to make my job twice as hard,
It's
bro.
going to be a different ball game.
Because I'm going to have to keep saying, hold on, I'll be right back with you guys, bro. Because I got a baby trying to climb these stairs, dog. I got no business doing that, bro. But yeah, bro. So yeah, my break was boring. Which is, I don't know if it's a good thing or bad thing. It's just what it is, dog. It's different for me. I'll just say it's different. Very different.
Listen, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. So, like for Christmas, I ain't really do shit. You know what I'm saying? For New Year's, I was able to spend the time with my family and my own family. I'm talking about my girl and my son. That was a beautiful day for me, man. Taking a day off to just enjoy time with my lady and my son, man. I just want to say something I just realized. And I know you've been there where somebody has been on your dick at work. You feel me?
Oh, you at that point in your life, dog?
Ooh. Bam. So check this out. And the funny thing is, I got to a realization, right? There's this dude that he's been brown nosing, and he got his way all the way to a manager position, right? We started the job.
Gotta love that, bro.
Oh
fucking
man, I hate
booty
that
hole
nigga.
kissing ass niggas, bro. Man, girl, she felt that energy change. She felt the energy change quick.
No, but the thing is, right? Like this nigga been on my ass, dog, and I just finally realized where it came from, dog. So this dude, right? He's some black ass nigga, bro, with a beard and all that. He's always laughing with these crackers and whatnot, dog. First time on the job, bro, he's giggling with these crackers. He got himself to a position where he don't even have to do the labor work. And now he got to the point where he's a manager. So, like, I hate this nigga. But and he's been on my ass lately. And I'm like, why he's on my ass like this? You feel me? Like we get long breaks. And I like to chill on my fucking car while we on our long breaks. And he used to check for me like, oh, is this nigga in his car and whatnot, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing, man? Why you checking on my ass like this and whatnot? So, like, whatever, bro. It goes on, dog. But today I learned why, bro. It's these fucking crackers, man. And the only reason I say that, like, today on the break, I left. I went to go get Wendy's. I came back, man. You on break. What the fuck you worrying about what the fuck I'm doing on break? We on break and whatnot, right? So, like, I come back, Haitian come up to me talking about, hey, man, you got to tell him when you leaving and shit. I'm like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? That's my initial reaction. So, to me, man, I don't play those games. I don't bullshit. I walked straight up to the cracker manager, and I sat there. I'm like, hey, bro, is there a problem if I'm on break and I leave? And this nigga's like, oh, no. Oh, no, I thought you was just coming back, man. I thought you were just logging in. I was like, bitch, you know you seen me, my nigga. But I like, no, I know you seen me. And then it just clicked. Oh, this nigga's on my ass because these crackers on my ass, man. I was like, oh, that's what it is, bro. I was like, oh, this nigga lying to my face. I know you seen me, boy. So I was just like, oh, this is what it is. You ain't gonna show me to my face you don't like me or whatnot. You don't like what I'm doing. You gonna make the nigga sit there and confront me about this shit. So it just, okay, I see what y'all doing now. It's a whole setup. And that's why I hated my other boss. Yeah, so like I was saying, man, like my other boss on my driving job, like he would send the black manager to talk to me. I truly hate that. That's the ultimate sign of that, to me, that you are a racist, bro. You do not know how to handle black men. I don't care how you feel towards me, but speak to me like a human. You feel me?
It's funny you say that too, because you say they don't know how to handle black men. And it's just like, aren't I just a regular? I'm just another human being, dog.
Yeah, because even saying it like that, bro, it's like, what, you a monkey or something, dog? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, bro. Like,
that shit is crazy.
That's
bro.
crazy, bro. Like, and it's crazy because I haven't experienced it, but I know why, right? Because for whatever reason, you know, we've had this conversation on the podcast many times, bro. White people think I'm approachable, bro. Not because I care, because I'm just naturally approachable, bro. Like, I have a disarming personality to an extent, right? So I've never had to run into that. You feel me? So I can't even empathize with you on that level because it's out of control. It's ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I have never had to deal with it, but I've also had to deal with the opposite, which is you crackers are too comfortable with me, bro. And then I have to remind you that no, there is still this imaginary line. It still exists, bro. It's still here.
Right.
You feel me? And you're not going to cross it.
Hey, wait, in what sense when you say it? Like
that they forget that I'm black, in a sense. Sometimes, right? Like, you know I'm black. We know this, right? But you think you can make a joke or you think you could say something around me and I'm supposed to be cool with it because you, in your mind, have identified me as the cool black guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And there's been many times where I had to stop people in their tracks or say, yo, what the fuck you talking about, bro? and then they lose it. Like they have no, like they panic. They're like, oh no, oh my God,
Right.
I didn't mean it like that.
They didn't expect you. They didn't expect any combative behavior.
Exactly.
Because of that.
Because they don't expect me to be that black person. They expected me to be docile. A part of the clique.
One of the good ones.
One of the good ones.
You're one of the good ones, Herb.
You know what I'm saying? So there's, even though I haven't experienced your side, there's a side, because everything is two-sided, bro. There's a coin on each side, bro. So I've had the opposite side too. So yeah, bro. But it's just annoying because it's like, bro, like you could talk to me, even if, hey, just I will respect you more, bro. Like there's one thing I can't do, bro. I cannot work for somebody I don't respect. Like
that's fast.
I can't, bro.
It's impossible.
Because I gotta look you in the eye every day, bro. And in the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, you a bitch, bro. And every time you walk past me, that shit bothers me, dog. Knowing that you truly are a bitch, bro. And yeah, so I know you want to fucking slap somebody out there, bro.
Dude, listen, man. The more I think about it and realize it's just them not being upfront with me, the more I hate it. Because one thing I hate, bro, like, is someone talking behind my back. Just say it to my face. Because a lot of people don't appreciate it, bro. But talking shit in front, I'm okay with open racism, bro.
Yeah, I'm much better with open racism, bro. As crazy as that sounds, bro.
The crackers that's gonna be in your face and show you how much they hate you, bro, I have no problem with, dog.
You're not hiding it.
You're not hiding
You're not
it,
throwing
bro.
rocks.
Nah,
and
you know
hiding
what's
your
funny?
hands.
That reminds me of that one dude you used to work with at Publix that was extremely racist, bro. The one white dude that you used to work with, dog. The one down here, not the one in Tallahassee, bro.
Oh, you talking about my older roommate?
That was your roommate?
No, not fucking,
not he who should not be named, bro. Not him. When you worked at the Publix over there in Cold Springs, bro, the white dude that used to always make jokes about you and Abner about y'all being Haitian. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember what you're talking about.
Bro, listen, speaking of open racism, bro, this dude said probably one of the most racist things I ever heard.
Oh,
but it was
you're
so
talking
funny.
about, I remember his name was Chris, bro.
Yes.
Chris,
yes,
bro. He was actually cool, though. Fuck it. I don't care what nobody say. He was cool.
Funniest shit. He's one of the most racist things that I just laughed because on a level, the joke was actually pretty fucking funny, and it was a good joke. Two, I can respect the fact that you were open with it, bro. You bask in it. You're not gonna run from it. You're gonna look me, Rod, and the other Haitian dude and make a joke about all of us in our culture, bro, to our face, dog. Like we won't beat your ass, bro.
You gotta have respect. That's why they say confidence is key in everything.
Exactly. Man said, bro, listen, slavery was bad, yes, but let's talk about how it happened. He was like, us white people, we over here making civilizations, building buildings, guns, everything. No. But let me finish the joke.
Yeah.
He was like, black people, bro, y'all said butt nigga with the lions and shit. Just laying with butt nigga with lions. That shit was funny as fuck. I'm sorry.
We died laughing, bro.
We died laughing. That
bro.
shit was hilarious.
It was funny, bro.
Was funny.
You know, I got a funny story about that guy, right? So speaking of that guy, he used to work in the produce department of a Publix we worked at, right? So as you can see, Herb gave you a kind of a glimpse of the kind of nigga he was. So there was this old Haitian nigga. He was balding. His name was. We just called him G. He had the most Haitian name ever, bro. I can't even remember that shit. So everybody just called him G.
Yeah.
So there was one day the nigga, him and G was beefing in the produce section. So G had enough of this nigga shit. So I'm walking back there and I see these niggas arguing. I'm just like, oh shit, something about to go down. So G takes off his Publix apron, bro, and he goes, you know what, man? He said, you got a problem with me? He said, you got a problem with me? I'll take you outside, lock you up. He said, I'll lock you up. And he did like a little arm signal. I'll lock you up outside. Bro, I was just like, man, why you made the old Haitian nigga mad, dog? He ready for you now. And, you know, and then after, when he see how mad G was, he was like, nah, man. He was like, I'm not even trying to, and, you know, but, you know, old Haitians, bro. He was ready, dog. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Of course, bro, because listen, bro, I love my people, bro, because we truly are some of the nicest people on the planet. But everybody has a limit, bro, that you could try, bro. Like, even with the Zoes, bro, you at some point, everybody got their breaking point, bro. So and that's another thing about when you have to work with people, dog. Like, why do you have to be an asshole, bro? Like, there's some times where it's cool but you know who you talking to. Like, there's people that you have a relationship with. You could bust their balls, be an asshole too, right? If you know on any level y'all not cool like that, bro, have respect for the person that you next to, dog.
Facts.
Like,
that's facts, bro.
Because you don't know who going, bro. Put it like this, right? I work at a company, right? It's probably it's a big call center. I don't want to say the names, but speaking to this situation, right? So there was a dude who was in the news who he lost it, bro. That worked at my company, bro. He lost it. He figured out.
Reading this story.
Yes, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He figured out where his boss's boss, and his boss's boss all lived and went to shoot all of their houses up, dog. And
how did that play out?
Oh, he in jail.
Yeah, no, but did he kill anyone?
No, he didn't kill anybody, but he just shot all their houses up, bro, because they drove this man to the brink of destruction, bro. Like,
man, this nigga was willing to risk it all.
He was willing to risk it all. And you know
how he shot up the place and not hit somebody.
No,
man.
he just drove past all their houses and shot the houses up and shot at the house, bro. He
That's
literally
crazy
lost
as shit.
Bro, and I'm going to tell you, and I asked multiple people who worked with him, they said, bro, the man didn't bother nobody, bro. He was obviously somebody, he was just like, there's some people that are just off, but some people that are off, they're self-aware, right? They go to work, they sit down, and they stay to themselves, bro. They try to avoid any kind of conflict at all costs.
They stay in their own bubble.
They stay in their own bubble.
Protect themselves and everyone around them.
Exactly. He was one of those people. Anybody I know who worked with him said, bro, you didn't even hear him talk. He just went to his side, did his thing, did his 8 hours, and went home. And they just kept bothering him. They just found something to pick at and pick at. And pick at.
You know what? That's
he a loser, dog.
No. You know what? Jobs do that, and I fucking hate that shit.
No, trust me. I know how it is. I know how it is.
And they find people to pick on, bro.
No, I'm not saying you're right, you're wrong, or whatever. I'm just saying if you gonna at least shoot up the house, bro, you gotta hit somebody, man.
I don't think his intention was to not hit somebody, bro. But when you're that mad, you just shooting, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
nah, man, I ain't gotta just shoot, man. You gotta kill somebody.
I guess, man. I
feel you, but. Furthermore,
like, what's the point of getting life in jail or whatever he got?
You're right. He probably should have been more calculated about it. Or maybe he shouldn't have just felt that he should have never felt the need to do that, bro.
But if somebody does that, bro, I don't think we're talking about this way too rationally, bro. Let's get clear. This is not an irrational situation, bro. We can't break this down in an irrational way, bro. This dude lost his shit, bro. Like,
but that was the point I wanted to make, is that sometimes, like, because I've seen it at previous jobs that I worked at, sometimes, like, the upper management, and it's not every job, but there's people in upper management, they find a weak person, and this is a person who keeps to themselves. They work maybe not as hard as everybody else, but they get their shit done, and they get picked on for no reason. And to me, it sounded like he was one of those cases.
That's exactly what it was.
You know what I mean?
He was a mark.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they knew they could fuck with him, and the problem is what these people need to learn is that you can't fuck with everybody.
This is very true.
You know what I mean? And a lot of people make the mistake of taking kindness for weakness, or taking timidness or shyness. Nah, bro. Leave people alone, bro.
The only reason I have an issue with that, man, you just went over there to shoot up the house, bro. You should have hit somebody, man. I really feel that way. You gotta wait until they come outside or do something. Gotta kill at least one of them, bro.
Hey, listen, man. My dog, he reached a point. He had an episode, man.
He definitely had an episode.
That's what it was.
He had an episode.
He was just like, you know what? He was like, they fucking with me. I'm gonna show these niggas. And then he did. He showed them, and then he went to jail.
And you know what? I think that's a beautiful point. Well, not beautiful is a bad way to express that. My bad. I'm sorry, guys. But I think that's a great way to transition into the actual show, bro, because we could talk about, somebody at his work losing his mind and being a result of the situation around him. But we could also talk about somebody at work losing his mind because the nigga just crazy, bro. That nigga is Antonio Brown, dog. AB, bro. So I love that we caught the pod right at the right time because there's a lot to talk about, bro. We got the situation with Asian Doll and Fresh and Fit and that bum-ass nigga and them bum-ass niggas on that podcast. You got
y'all
the
niggas
shit.
Pussy.
Super pussy. But most importantly, you got the shit with Antonio Brown that happened over the weekend, bro. And at first, it was so strange, but once everything played out, bro, how else could it go, bro? It's the most AB way to go, bro. Like, just in flames, dog. He will never go out quietly, bro. He can't. He's incapable of it, dog. He cannot do it. Like, he has to be the center of attention, dog. And it's to the point where I know it's a disease with this nigga, right? So I know you got some things to say, but I do want to detail everything that led up, bro. So last week they had a football game. Long story short, you see this man throw his jersey and his pads at the fucking bench.
Which watching live, by the way, was crazy.
Crazy.
He was like, wait,
Crazy.
AB, what the fuck this nigga do?
Crazy. You see his teammates come over, try to stop him and tell him like, bro, chill, relax.
Man, yeah.
Vibe, bro. Couldn't. And this is how I knew these niggas were tired of this nigga, bro. Mike Evans tried to stop him, but Mike Evans was like just doing the half-hearted stop. He was like, bro, Antonio, no, stop, bro, stop. And then he just walked away because he was like, bro, that's a waste of my time, dog. Like, you gonna do what you gonna do, bro. I'm a grown man. I got kids. You a grown man. You got kids too. I'm not gonna baby you no more, bro. So you see him walk away, and it caused all kind of speculation. Everybody's wondering, like, what the fuck was that? This nigga literally walked off of the field during a game, bro. And
after taking all his equipment off, bro. If you were someone who just tuned into the game and didn't know any better, you would have thought he was a fan streaking across the fucking
exactly.
field. Like, it was ridiculous.
Exactly. And it was crazy. And you see it happen, and then you're just like, what the fuck happened? So all the theories came out. Everything came out. But it all trickled in a way that was meticulous and planned out, right? When the actual people who had their sides to tell got to tell their stories, right? Because initially, you saw that he was mad because he wasn't getting no targets, so he had to get his bonus, right?
Yeah,
so, Black Twitter ran with that. Oh, look at this. Look at the big corporation trying to keep a black man down, bro. And most people were just like, bro, but he had another game, bro. He had a whole half and another game to play. I don't really line up. Fine, fair enough, girl. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But you had people saying, but that they have a whole nother game to play. They played against the Panthers. He just put up 41 points this week. Without him, he would have got his incentive.
For sure.
So then something that made more sense came out, which AB was saying that, nah, bro, I was hurt. They knew I was hurt, and I didn't want to go back in the game. So once he said that, people were just like, But the problem is, if you know Antonio Brown's history, how he left the Steelers, how he didn't even play for the Raiders, bro, because he didn't even make it past training camp, dog. And now with the Patriots, how he left the Patriots, how he talked about Bob Kraft and shit, and now the Bucs. This is 4 teams. Nobody wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. So he provides, which is, in my opinion, like, I get it. I got why he released certain text messages. Then he just couldn't help himself. He had to go too far. But he released text message that further proved the narrative that he was trying to say. Now the Bucs look bad, right? And I have never seen a team do this. Never. Even when the Raiders, and he blew it up with the Raiders and the Steelers, right? You heard the little things like, oh, he missed practice, stuff like this. The Bucs were like, nah, nigga.
We the right ones.
We the right ones, bro. We finna say everything, nigga. You missed appointments. You missed going to therapy that we were going to pay for. We were trying to put you on IR to make sure you get your money. We were doing all of this stuff, blah, blah, blah. I've never seen a team try to
air out all the laundry.
Try air out all the laundry like this, bro. These niggas was like, we ain't going down like this. Nah, nigga. Nah, nigga. You feel me? So what ultimately happened is the nigga was mad about targets. And it's just like, why, bro?
Well, here's the thing. I know he was mad about targets, but I also believe him when he say, Bruce Arians told him to get fuck out.
Yeah, for sure. I believe it. And Bruce Arians said it too. If you watch the press conference with Bruce Arians, and I do apologize, I should have talked more about the Bruce Arians side, because he did say that Bruce Arians told him to get the fuck out, and he did the throat slash, bro. I 100% believe that, bro. If you've ever seen Bruce Arians, bro, that looks like something that he would do, bro.
Facts.
I don't disagree with that.
I don't deny that at all.
I don't deny that at all, right?
And that's where I come with the fact of like, no, you can't talk crazy to a crazy person. Yeah. As much as I do believe he's a maniac and he does things, and part of it I do believe is CTE and all that other stuff.
You know what? A theory people have, not to cut you off, I just want to throw this in there before I forget, is that ever since Devontae's perfect hit, he's been way off.
That is true.
Since that hit, that's when it really became
but
AB.
You gotta also understand this, right? There's a reason why and a lot of this is revisionist history because a lot of people want to say, oh, because a lot of people miss, what's the word I'm looking for? They way under evaluated him, right? Coming out of Central Michigan, right? Because he was a 6th round pick. Obviously, it's not no 6th round pick, right? You feel me? So a lot of people saying, oh, he was a 1st round talent, but he fell in the draft because of so much things that happened in Central Michigan. Partially true. He was not going to be a 1st round talent. Like, y'all just missed him. It happens. We miss people all the time, bro. You feel me? Niggas miss Tom Brady. It happens. But there is truth that before the Devontae Perfect hit, this nigga been off his rocker, dog. And this goes back
but it wasn't to this level.
No, it wasn't to this level, but there has always been this level of narcissism and the attitude has always been there. And it goes back, like, because I remember, no, trust me, I'll let you know. There is an article that ESPN did on him. Like, they did a full-on, basically, mini biography going back to his relationship with his father, because his father used to be a wide receiver in the AFL. Or the Arena Football League, yeah. So he's like got all the records and shit like that. Like, he's one of the best arena football players ever. You feel me? But him and Antonio Brown could never get along. You feel me? Like, because he comes from a home, broken home. He got kicked out of his mom's house, so he went to live with his dad. He couldn't get along with his dad, so his dad kicked him out too. It was times where he was homeless, bro. There's a lot of trauma in this man's life, right? And you see it come to fruition now because he's never properly dealt with the things that he has to go through. But the problem is it's affecting you so much financially and your legacy, right? Like, this is one of the most saddest stories if you take everything into context, bro. This is a nigga who pissed away. He did the unthinkable, bro. He found a way to lose $30 million that was guaranteed. They have to give you that money, bro. Unless you do what he did with the Raiders, bro. It was guaranteed, bro.
Oh, man.
That's unthinkable how he lost that bag, bro. And they won, bro. And they tried to give this nigga a chance, dog. Like, this man will share text messages with things that's the thing that I always think crosses the line. The shit that happens in the locker room and you being late and you being a malcontent, bro, that's a part of football. There's been malcontents everywhere, bro. Ain't nobody sharing text messages online repeatedly, bro. Ain't nobody secretly recording their coaches, bro. Like,
Right.
Which is illegal to do in the state of California, by the way, bro.
He extra as fuck with all that shit. Man. That's the problem with AB.
And when he released text messages, it makes him look worse. Like the text message he had with Tom Brady's trainer, Alex Guerrero, he was like, yeah, bro, I want my money back. The man said, yes, you're right. I will send the money back to you. Bro, how you make it? That doesn't make him look bad, bro. It makes you look bad, bro.
Yeah, dog. He just looked like a fucking asshole. You know what I'm saying?
The man didn't even argue with. He said, bro, give me your bank account. I will wire you the money back right now, bro. That you didn't win. He released a DM that he had with Juju Smith-Schuster when Juju Smith-Schuster was at USC. When he was like, and the message was him.
Oh, it was him. Like, it was Juju saying how much he looked up to him,
exactly.
right?
And he released it like.
Yeah,
like, oh, this the dude that y'all think he look up, bro. It makes you look worse, bro.
Right? Why you trying to down a nigga that like was looking to you for guidance? The fuck is that?
There's bro. Honestly, bro, like I want to support this nigga, but the nigga he's been too foul, bro. Like, for real, he's been too fucking foul because I see a lot of people that are just trying to put their arm around him because he's a black man, but don't y'all understand that majority of the people that he's crossing are also black people?
Right. That seems to go completely unnoticed, like no one says anything about that.
Nobody says anything about that, bro. It's like
Nothing.
how you're majority of his teammates are black. He's doing this to black people. Like, when he threw Chris Godwin and Mike Evans under the bus on a podcast, bro, those are two black men.
What did he said about them?
He was like, bro, you know who the best receiver on the team is,
Oh,
bro?
yeah, he was, yo, it was funny.
You know it's me, bro.
One nigga on the podcast was like, AB.
Yeah, that nigga was dick sucking so bad, bro.
What?
No, but you don't think AB was? I thought AB. I didn't see a person that missed a step.
And my opinion, bro, no, he wasn't the best receiver.
Why
But that's my opinion. It's arguable. But in his mind, girl, we don't need to do this, bro.
All right, I got you.
We
I
don't
got
need to
you.
do
I
this,
get
bro.
what you're saying.
But what I'm saying is,
I get what you're saying.
You right. You know what? If you think he's the best, it's fine. The point is that in that moment, what he was doing was trashing other black men. He wasn't protecting black men in this, bro.
Well,
you feel me?
I hear what you're saying in that sense, but when you sit there and be like the cockiness, I would expect that from all three of them.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna say he's not gonna put them. Chris Godwin, 90% of the wide receiver. What other wide receiver you know is gonna put especially their teammates down to big themselves up, bro? Where you gonna find that?
I mean, I feel like
this nigga said Tom Brady can't do nothing without nobody, and I'm thinking to myself,
that is the part. That was the most illuminating part. And this is another thing, right? Yes, he went on that podcast. And sorry to cut you off, Rod. Yes, he went on that podcast to get his message out there. But in that moment, it solidified one thing. And to me, this is what I lost a lot of respect for him because it wasn't about the injury. There was nothing on that podcast where he mentioned the injury, bro. If you listen to him and you parse what he was saying, bro, he was jealous, bro. It ate at this nigga, dog, every time they asked him a question about how good Tom Brady is or how great Tom Brady is, bro.
Bro,
that ate at his soul, bro.
He didn't want to talk about that, address that at all. At all.
And I'm not talking about on the podcast. I'm talking about throughout the 2 years that he's been there, bro. Because you saw the transgression, how when he first got there, and this is going back to the Patriots, how respectful, how congratulatory, how appreciative he was with Tom Brady. And you see the answer get different every time it's asked, bro. There's a part of him that just looked at Tom Brady like, nigga, you ain't better than me, nigga. I'm AB, dog. Why they keep saying you the GOAT, bro? I'm the GOAT, bro. I'm the reason you doing this, dog.
Bro, it's so hilarious that he said that about Tom Brady when you're a wide receiver. You can't say a quarterback can't do nothing without nobody because you're basically in the same boat.
You are more dependent on him than he is dependent on you.
Yes. This nigga was wilding, bro. Like, I'm listening to the podcast. Bro, I went into that podcast wanting to be on AB's side, bro. I'm
Me
like,
too.
all right, man, I
too.
always want to go for the players because they get fucked. You know what I'm saying? But I'm listening to this narcissistic asshole, bro, talking about, I'm AB, man. I'm Antonio Brown. I'm AB. I'm Antonio Brown. They ask him a question. Nah, man, you losing track. I'm AB. It's like, bro, like you are just a narcissistic magnet, my guy. Like it's not all about you.
And that was the part that was the most disappointing part about it because it's like he wasn't trying to stand for something. He wasn't trying to make a point. He wasn't using this opportunity to fight for other players and say, you know what, we got to stop letting these coaches try to force us to go into these games where we're hurt, where we're not taking care of ourselves, we're not thinking about ourselves in these moments. No, this entire thing was you was mad because you wasn't the most important person on the Bucks, bro.
He had nothing insightful to offer, bro. Just nothing. Just all you could see was his problem is the attention is not all on him, dog. That's the problem, bro.
Well,
go ahead.
nah, because everything you say could be right. I haven't listened to the podcast. I don't care to listen to the podcast, honestly. I knew what it was, and once you told me what happened, bro, and I heard what he said about Tom Brady, I was like,
That was when it hit me. I'm just like, bro, this nigga found a way to hate on Tom Brady, bro. Like, I get it. What he said was true. A lot of what he said in regards to that was true. He said, Tom is my friend because I could catch.
Yeah, I'm a good football player.
I'm a good football player. That's true. But Tom also went above and beyond for you. You feel me? And even if Tom did all of that, bro, because it was motivated because you could do something for me, that's fine, bro. But at the same time, you can't lose sight of niggas asking you questions about Tom Brady. That comes with the territory, bro. You know this. You know that going into it. Tom Brady's the GOAT. Tom is the living legend, bro. It comes with it. You are mad at somebody who doesn't praise himself, bro. Tom don't praise himself. He just plays football, bro. Tom knows he needs you. Tom knows he needs teammates. Tom knows he can't do it by himself, bro. And you found a way to be mad at Tom for that, bro. And the most... this is where I know this nigga's in another planet, dog. This man said, if Tom is my boy, why am I playing for an earned salary? You were a free agent, bro. You came back to the Bucks because you had nowhere to go. Nobody wanted to sign you. Niggas don't know. He was on a 1-year deal last year, bro.
Bro, that nigga brought up Gronk and everything. How much Gronk get paid? He's like, oh, man.
You signed that contract, bro.
Listen, man. I knew for a simple fact that, like, after the way he quit, because the way he quit was so nasty, man. I enjoyed it because I kept thinking, like, yo, man, how many people want to quit like that, bro? Like, everybody want to quit like that, man. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Everybody want to quit
For
like
sure.
that,
Dog, my
dog.
homeboy, he got the best quit story I've ever heard.
Oh, he
bro.
went out in a blaze of glory, my friend.
My homeboy used to work at McDonald's, dog, and then he was pissed off at he been wanted to quit, bro, and it was the day after the Little League won the championship, bro. So it was like 50 Little League football players that came, bro. He quit that day, dog. He just took his shirt off, threw it on the floor, and walked out, bro. His manager that he hated, the reason why he quit, she didn't even know she was in the back, bro. And she came outside and tried to chase a nigga, dog. Or no, she didn't try to chase him. He was already long gone, and she blowing his phone up, bro. Nigga just said, "Nah, quit," and hung up on her face, dog, and left her to deal with all those kids, bro. So, beautiful way, poetic, dog.
Bro, I be loving those. Those are stories of liberation.
Yes.
Bro. Like, it just feels so good to just stick it to the fucking whoever, nigga.
Especially McDonald's. Come on, man. Stop it.
Get it, nigga. Fuck
Stop
y'all.
it. Come on now.
As my dog Gerson would eloquently say, fuck them crackers.
Exactly. 1,000%, dog. 1,000%. So go ahead. Y'all boys take it where y'all want to in regards to this conversation.
Nah, I mean, when it comes to AB, I mean, I don't think I have anything. I mean, all I got is a case study of a guy who needs therapy, bro.
For sure.
And you know,
I don't believe in the CTE part, bro.
Yeah, but I don't always want to charge it to CT. And obviously,
man.
that can have a factor
The only reason I believe it has been such a uncontrollable, like you know when somebody kind of sick, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know when somebody kind of
You know what,
bro.
Gerson? I feel
there's no logic behind it.
I feel you. He is so far off the rocker that you almost have to be like, this nigga got something. But I'm not, until we actually have concrete information.
No, but we don't know that until the nigga dies, bro.
Well, look, we won't know that until the nigga dies or until he gets actually go get some help, which he has to do. He at the end of the day, Gerson, if he has a problem, he has to help himself. No one's gonna do it for him. He has the resources for it, bro.
Nah, when people sick, as someone that had dealt with someone sick, in certain cases, in certain situations, bro. Like,
yeah, but who is he surrounding himself around? This is why you need good people around you. Because at the end of the day,
good people can't help sick people, bro.
Not all the time, but they could try. And if you have someone that's willing to try, that could be the difference, bro.
Tom Brady, man. Like, at the end of the day, once you shitting on Tom, I was like, oh, this is a whole different level of nigga, bro. Like, we dealing with a whole, like, that confirmed the fact that he's just mad sick.
You know, listen, he's out of his mind. I think everybody knows that. But ultimately, I mean, if you look at the track list of all the people he's hurt, you know what I'm saying? Like, he has a long list of fuck-ups. And while it's undeniable, his mental state, the illness of it, you know, he still bears some of that responsibility, dog. Because he hasn't done the extra step of getting help and making sure that he can better himself from the inside out. Now, whether he's ever going to do that, whether someone can help him do that, whether we don't know. AB sounds like it's going to end like a sad story to me. And I don't want that.
Does he have any chance? Do you think he has any chance of playing next year?
Of course, bro.
He always has a chance.
He always has a chance. We that good at something, dog. Like, people would talk themselves. Like, put it like this, dog. If you were smart, if he could do this to Tom Brady, bro, there's nobody that could control this nigga, dog. If he could do this to Tom Brady, bro, there's no other quarterback on the planet who has the amount of cachet and level of humility to always, deal with it, bro.
That's why I don't think he'll get a son. That's why I think.
No, somebody will sign him because at some point, bro, it's not up to you, it's up to the team, bro. Like, like Josina Anderson, bro. She might be wrong, but I'm more inclined to believe her because Josina Anderson's plugged in, bro. She's one of the ESPN reporters, dog. The black lady, beautiful. Art. Just a work of art. You feel me? But she said, bro, he will play next year. You already see reports that he might go to the Chiefs and stuff like that, bro.
You think the Chiefs can handle him?
Nobody can handle him, bro.
But they're willing to try.
He is a ticket time bomb, bro. It's like he can only control that side of him for so long, dog. And it has to get out. It has to, bro. It has to, bro. It's like a ticket time bomb, bro. He could only hold it for so long, bro. And according to what, bro, behind the scenes, this nigga's been a mess, bro. Like,
what sense?
Oh, just all the shit that he always does, bro. Late, missing important meetings, missing doctor appointments, nowhere to be found, showing up but they just dealt with it. Like the nigga got a fake vaccination card just to get vaccinated anyway, bro. Like,
bro, the nigga. Think about this. Having a fake vaccination card is a federal offense. And this nigga got away with a 3-game suspension, bro. Like that, you know what they call that? A slap on the motherfucking wrist, nigga.
Listen, hold up. The only reason I don't have an issue with that is because you know how many people that was trying to get one or trying to set up one and stuff like that.
I
don't hold that against
federal
them.
offense.
Well, a lot of people want to do this shit.
And everybody knows this nigga had one, bro. I'm just reminding you, dog. That's it. Like that nigga did that, bro. Everybody knew, dog. Listen, I'm not.
They didn't know until what's the name snitched on them. The cook.
But that's a problem. That's another problem, bro. Pay the niggas that got dirt on you, bro. It's that simple, bro. Pay the niggas who know you got dirt on you, bro.
Bugging, bro.
If a nigga got dirt on me, dog, listen, I'm not crossing that nigga, bro. Narcissism, dog. Speaking of other narcissists, bro, I hate trying to give clout, but it's not even giving clout, bro. They have a nice following, bro, but these are some narcissistic assholes, bro, who are just everything wrong with the podcast world, everything wrong with the red pill community, everything wrong with
the red pill community has fallen so far.
What is the red pill community?
That is it's the manosphere, right?
Yes.
So that is a section of YouTube or section of social discourse where the intention is right, but
the execution is
99.9% of the niggas who are talking about it are the niggas that they are talking against, while being that person and not having the self-awareness to understand that they are that person. They are, quote unquote, teaching niggas how to be alpha males.
First of all, going on YouTube to learn how to be alpha male.
I did that shit before.
Then that is the most baited thing that you can do,
man.
I know, bro, but like I said, fam, I just had to realize I am Gerson, and no matter what it is, I'm gonna just be Gerson. Bro.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's real. That's real.
Listen, trust me, and listen, I know, and okay, because there's gonna be people who listen to us who might not understand this. So let me give you a little lesson, right? The reason why the manosphere or manosphere exists, the reason why the red pill community exists, right, is in retaliation into how we feel that men, especially black men, have been emasculated and are told to pipe down on our masculinity, right? Like, I just butchering words, bro. It's fine. And the reason why these guys exist is with the intention to tell you, nah, it's cool, bro. It's cool to be masculine. It's cool to be a man. It's cool to feel like you could be dominant.
There's an origin for all this. I just want to throw this in there because it's something I studied a long time ago. And it's fucked up now because if you mention it now, they have a bad rep. But this whole red pill shit starts with Mgtow. Now, I don't know how many people know what Mgtow is, but Mgtow is the acronym for, it's Mgtow, men going their own way. A lot of people who I respect in music, celebrity, Patrice O'Neal, my favorite rapper, all these people, they carry that kind of mindset. It's a man going his own way is a man who's just focused on getting the best out of himself, and everything else falls in line. That's the initial, original mindset of Mgtow. What it became was the precursor to the incels. To those of you who don't know what an incel is, involuntarily celibate, which means they're fucking losers. That's what they are.
Nah, that's impossible. Bro.
No, the incels took Mgtow logic and they poisoned it because a lot of men who went Mgtow, like I used to go on websites. This was like maybe a decade ago. I used to go on websites. I used to read shit. And it was a lot. I used to like reading stories on guys who went through divorces. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I watched my dad go through one. But I used to read stories on niggas, and man, there's a lot of niggas out there hurting, man. More shout to you. But a lot of these guys took their experiences and they said, you know what? Instead of just me being mad at women and fucking hating women, I'm just gonna focus on me, doing me, getting some pussy here and there, and whatever falls into my lap, I'll take it. If it fucks up my vibe, it's out of my life. That's what it's supposed to be. What it has now turned into is I'm an alpha male. I'm gonna show you how to be an alpha male show. Even though all these niggas claim, first of all, if you go on YouTube claiming to be an alpha male, you're not an alpha male, bro. I'm sorry. I just think you're just full of shit. The only nigga that makes any of those claims that I could remotely believe is Kevin Samuels. Anybody else, I'm just thinking like, you're just full of shit. But that's where it all started from. And now, Herb, you can go ahead and continue.
Oh, and that's great, bro. You put me on game like crazy, dog. So I appreciate you for, putting everybody else on game like that too. And to follow up from what I was saying and to piggyback off of what you're saying is there was a starting point. What we have is 180 degrees removed from what the starting point is, bro.
Way far
It's a
off,
clown
dog.
show, like Rod said, to paraphrase.
Way far off.
It is a clown show. It is niggas who have it's just niggas who have a very childish view on what an alpha male is supposed to be. They cut it down to having money and power and some type of respect.
Listen, hold up. It always make me laugh. It always makes me feel funny when niggas think having money. Like, I always think, bro, I could kill you and take your money, dog.
Facts.
I always think that, bro.
Facts.
I always
Real,
think that.
though.
And then understanding that, bro, that shit made me sick, man. And not knowing what they show are, what this show is or anything, because I never listened to these niggas before. But I seen them before, but never like tuned into them. The only reason I wanted to talk about the show is because the way they talk about black women, bro, I fully feel disgusted.
No, we'll get to that. We're gonna trust me. We're gonna get to that. I just want to have a more talk about the.
Herb wanted to give some sort of like overview,
And I wanted to address just how I hate the manosphere in general, like
Right.
because it's been bothering me for a long time, dog. I just try to ignore it, but because of what you're talking about in regards to the situation with Fresh and Fit and Asian Doll, we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So like I was saying, my issue is that there's people who go and listen to these niggas, right? You're making worse niggas out there when you do this, bro. You're making my job harder because you're making a lame ass nigga, dog. And honestly, that's not even my biggest gripe. My biggest gripe is that you're lying to yourself, you're lying to the public, and you're lying to the spirit of what this is actually supposed to be. You and your childlike capacity to think what this is supposed to be, what being a man is supposed to be about. These material ass things, these fucking 5-year-old fucking fantasies that you want to have, dog. Like, it bothers me. It bothers me that people think like this, and it bothers me when I see grown ass men who think like this, bro. It's like, who hurt you, my nigga?
Wait. Well, it's not that you're wrong, because you're absolutely right. And I remember sitting there learning these things and looking up at these things about alpha male. But it's also a point of just accepting who you are. A lot of niggas don't know who they are, and just at the end of the day, during the journey of learning who they are, a lot of these, like you said, a lot of niggas, if you're alpha male, bro, you don't ever have to say that shit.
Thank you.
You don't ever have to say
You
that
never
shit.
have to say shit.
You don't ever have to.
Real recognize real. It's simple as that.
You don't,
Simple.
right?
And there's certain places where, like, I get why it exists, because if you fight something so hard and you threaten somebody and you threaten a group of people are going to try to fight back, but they're going to go to a place where they could be safe, where they could have like-minded individuals agree with them and egg that shit on. I go, like, there's a channel called JD Black, right? 90% of his channel is just bashing women, right? But there are times where I go in the comments and I'm just like, you niggas are sick, bro. You need help, right? Like,
No, but people don't understand how hurt they are. I remember
Right.
being hurt. I remember being that hurt dude, and I remember after healing, listening to people that sound like me when I was hurt and sitting there thinking like, damn, man, that's how I used to sound. I sound dumb as fuck.
But
You know
that's
what
called
I'm
growth, Gerson.
that's
You
called
grew.
growth, right?
You know what
And
I'm
it brings us to the Fresh and Fit podcast, right? So of all the niggas in the manosphere, these niggas are the biggest offenders of not being what they're supposed to be. They've been exposed on several occasions. They contradict themselves all the time. But most importantly, bro, it's obviously that these niggas are lame. Dog. Like,
Bro.
it's obvious, bro. Like,
It's so obvious, dog.
their content is just bringing a bunch of models on and talking to models. They don't ever bring people that could challenge them because what can a IG model do to challenge you? It's not articulate conversation, bro. Like if you see they had a issue where they got into a beef with another YouTube channel called Abba and Peach.
Oh man,
To the point where they even threatened to fight these niggas and said, we want to box. And then when Abba and Peach called them out on their bluff, these niggas backed down. Bitch the
like
fuck up.
bitch ass niggas.
You feel
yo.
me? Like they found a way to insult different cultures. Like they can't talk with respect or with any kind of intelligence, dog. They have to belittle in every kind of way. That's not alpha. That's not alpha.
Bro, that's as masking. That's as beta as it gets. You're just masking how beta you are, bro.
No, wait. There's a difference, man. And where I sit there and say that because when I look at younger Gerson where he just said stupid shit and he didn't know what he was saying. Like, I didn't know I was offending people. It just came out
No,
of my
there's
mouth,
a difference.
Bro.
This is what I'm saying. They say
No,
the
they're
shit with their-
trolling.
But this is not trolls. They're not alphas, bro. Alphas don't have to troll, bro. That's what I'm saying. Every single thing that they do is against what they preach. But the crazy part is people go for it until a certain point, right? They had a crazy growth. Their page exploded out of nowhere, and then it completely stopped. So a lot of people are onto them. They're pretty much dead in the tracks on what they're going to be. They realize a lot of people are smart. It is what it is. They got their core audience cool, right? But let's take it to the Asian doll shit. So Asian doll came on there, right?
2 hours late.
2 hours. I'll go get to that. In fairness to them niggas, bro, she was a bad guest. She was 2 hours late. She was talking. She was being rude. I get it, right? But it got to the point where Fresh got it, or whichever day. Myron got into it with Asian doll, who's a rapper. You might know her as the girlfriend of Fling of King Von, who passed away. Yada yada yada. Right. Long story short, she walks away. They get into it, and then the discourse comes on how they view black women, because on an episode,
I can't do that. That's what pissed me
Bro,
off.
when I heard what they said, bro, I was like, come on, dog. Are you for real, dog?
they are the worst. They are literally the worst niggas, bro.
They
Like,
are the worst, especially Fresh, bro. Bro, I ain't never seen a nigga want to slap so bad in my life, bro. If I ever see bro, Fresh is the type of nigga that could bring out old school drunk rod, bro. Where I can just run up on that nigga like, what's up? Like, cause dog, y'all niggas are pussy, dog. Like them niggas are
That's
just
the
so
part that
pussy to
bothered
me,
me, bro,
dog.
because they only do it to women, bro. Like
Yeah,
Kodak Black.
bro.
Kodak Black was on the show.
Perfect example.
Did the same thing, was on his phone, minded. They couldn't do, because they wasn't going to talk to Kodak Black like that, bro.
Man,
You feel
Kodak
me?
was slap the nigga on the show.
That's not alpha. Do it to women. Niggas is cowards, bro. It's whatever.
Exactly.
But
Wait, Kodak Black was on their show?
yeah, he did the same thing. But let's not get too caught up on that. Let's talk about what they said in regards to women, how they don't date black
particular
women.
black women.
Yeah, they don't date black women. They're ghetto, shaquishas, laquishas. They don't dabble in the
They're
black.
ratchet.
They ratchet. They ghetto. They this is their words. We don't night ride. You feel me? And it's like,
man, when I heard that, I cringed.
and that's the thing I hate, right?
So
like,
cringy.
there's one thing I always give a side eye to is a black dude who will not date black women, right? Everybody want to say you can have your preference. That's not your preference, bro. That's internalized hate. Let's call a spade, bro. Like, I hear plenty of people say, "Oh, you can have a preference," and there's people who defend them and say, "Oh,
That's
they're
not a
allowed."
preference,
It's
man.
not a preference, bro. Like,
Listen, when people say preference, and I hate that shit, preference is what you want to accept most. That doesn't mean you won't accept. Like,
Preference is your favorite flavor, nigga.
exactly.
It's not the denouncement of flavors. There's a totally different thing. Totally
listen,
different.
man, I will have to kind of share my journey to let y'all understand, bro. When I gave up Jesus, when I gave up all religions, bro, the cracker religion, the Christian religion, and all that other stuff,
Yep.
it made me love black people more. And loving black people more made me love black women more. Understand that I'm appreciating their features, they look. I love a dark-skinned woman, bro. I love that. If it don't work with my baby mama, which is kind of a dark woman, she's not completely dark, my next woman got to be black. You feel me?
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, huh?
I love them, bro. And to see how they talk, disrespectfully and down to my woman. Hey, bro, if you a bitch ass nigga, you can't control. You can't control a woman. I don't feel like you can control a woman. A woman, if she wants to, she'll do what the fuck she wants. But if she respects you, she'll at least hold it down at the end of the day. I see it that way. And some women you can't do anything about. You know what I'm saying?
But the crazy part about that stereotype and that ideology is like, white bitches are crazy too, bro. Like,
I was just about to say, hey, listen, the wretchedness you talk about black women, bro, it's just a Karen. It's just a Karen that you just call dark, bro. That's it, bro.
And that's the crazy part. That was the part that trips me out, because it's just like, bro, you can say that about every single woman, dog. Like, you niggas are racist against your own kind. You're racist against black women.
Shit out of them.
It's self-hating, bro.
It's self-hating. Like, I
hate crack ass niggas, man. I would have fought
if
one. If
you
you
ever heard Fresh, bro, that is a cracker ass nigga to the core, bro.
Fresh? Both of them, Myron is such a lame. They're both lame as fuck.
It's just
so
and
lame,
I just hate. Well, you don't got to do that, bro. Like, if
don't
you just
disrespect
say,
the women.
Don't
man.
disrespect the queens for that, bro. You could just say, hey, you know what? Not my cup of tea. I ain't got no problem with black women. I just prefer to date white
Listen,
women.
man, I went through a phase in my time where, especially when I was in college, where, listen, man, the white hoes were the ones that showed me the most love.
Yeah, but in fairness to you, Rod, I'm not cut you off. I'm gonna let you tell your story, but this is not the same.
No,
you were
right.
just you were around white women, and the white pussy was easy, bro.
Right.
There was not at one point in time where you were turning down black pussy and saying no.
And that was,
I'm not gonna fuck a black.
That was the point I was gonna bring in regards to that. It wasn't even like I preferred white women. People always had this misconception like, oh, Rod likes white girls. No, white girls like me, and I'm just not gonna say no. There's a difference, though. There was never been a time I ever fixed my mouth to denounce black women. Are you crazy? Those are the women I'm most attracted to. They just don't fuck with me as much. Maybe it's how I carry myself. I don't know. I never really cared. You know, whoever fuck with me, fuck with me. But at the end of the day, for a black man to fix his mouth, to be like, oh, first of all, when they started it off with, I don't do the LaQuishas and Shaquanas. I'm like, bro,
don't do that, man.
You couldn't say that around me, bro.
Don't do that, man.
Like, come on, dog. Like, for real? Oh yeah, we don't night ride. Oh yeah, we don't. Like, you basically sound like a bunch of racist motherfuckers.
And I hate it because, going back to the manosphere as a whole and the community as a whole, depending on what channel
some
you
people
go,
need that though. I would never shit on that because some people.
No, I don't shit on the intention. I shit on the messengers because the messengers are not providing the right message. They took this and turned it into that. They bastardized the message, and nobody knows the difference because the niggas who are looking for the true message are not actually looking for the true message. They want the bastardized version because they have a bastardized version of themselves what they want to be. They don't like who they are as men because they don't make the amount of money that they want to make. They don't look the way they want to look.
They don't have the success with women that they want to have.
They don't exactly.
That's the biggest one.
That's the biggest one. They don't have the woman that they actually want to have. They have the woman that they settle for.
How do they want to do to women, bro? Like, as far as I'm concerned, niggas that think like that and walk like that, and just like, when you think like that and move like that, bro, you obviously are a materialistic person and cannot find any true value
is why
into women.
If you watch Fresh and Fit, they have 12 fucking IG models on there because the niggas that they are selling this message to want the woman that looks like that. Don't even know their personality, bro. Bitch might be a bird. 9 times out of 10, she is a bird. That has no value to your life.
Yep.
You just find her overly attractive. And that's what you want. And that's what they sell.
No, well, but the biggest thing, and you know what, it is kind of, fucked up, but it's part of society, dog. Like, at the end of the day, women are, doing whatever they can to their body to attract those certain type of niggas. Why would you want a nigga that wants you to have a BBL, bro?
Oh man, those BBLs are disgusting.
Nah, it's gotten to the point where it's getting out of hand, bro. Like, I've seen some BBLs and it's just like I hate what the standard of beauty has become because there's no individuality.
We're at the point of no return now.
Yeah, there's no individuality, bro. Like, how can I think you're different if you look like every other bitch, bro? Y'all got the same BBL. You got the same. You got the same fucking Coke bottle shit. It just looks ridiculous, dog. It looks fucking ridiculous, bro. That's part of the reason why I don't even like going to the strip club no more, bro. Because it's like, what am I looking at? I'm looking at fucking Transformers and Decepticons everywhere, dog. Like, all I see is fucking Autobots, bro. Like,
yeah, my dog said he seen Captain Planet at the club.
like
bruh.
that's all I see, bro.
Holy shit.
All I see, bro. One day, if I go to Playhouse, bro, I might see Optimus Prime on the fucking dance floor, dog. I promise, bro. All I see are fucking machines and shit, bro. Like, I don't know what I'm looking at anymore, dog.
Bro,
Like,
out of all, and speaking of that, bro, out of all the women I know personally that have gotten their bodies done and like strippers and shit, I know one stripper. She was a red bone that I knew back in the day, had no booty. I seen her at Wawa one day and I was just like, damn, that's you? I was like, damn, girl, what happened to you? You know, she said, told me everything, but outside of her, I ain't never, bro, that shit looks disgusting on every other girl I
yeah,
seen.
bro. Like, and there was a point where I was attracted to it, but it just became too much. And I'm not here to denounce it. If you,
Hey, baby, you want to
if that
change your
makes-
body, that's your decision.
If that makes you better, you have the right to do that. It's
Yeah.
you pay for it, it's yours. I'm not here to denounce it or say women need to stop. I'm just talking about my personal preference, and not even my preference. I'm not even gonna use the word preference. It's just because I've seen what it has done to women mentally, I lost attraction. I lost all kind of attraction to it, bro. Cause you didn't need it. You feel me? There's some women, yeah, you look better, but you didn't change as a person. It didn't make you different. It made you look different.
yeah, like, what's
No,
really
but some, and it's so sad and it's so sickening, bro. But some of them, bro, is just the goal, dog.
Of course.
It's just the goal
Of
to
course.
get to and catch a certain type of nigga that would attract. But the nigga that would attract ain't gonna love you, bro.
Man, listen, man. People are lost souls wandering in this maze called life.
It
my
is
boy.
what it is, bro.
That's what it is.
It is what it is, dog.
But to finish everything, man, I just seen a bunch of dudes, black dudes, disrespect black women, and preferably disrespect dark skinned women, bro. Like that shit ticked me off, and I've just felt that as a sense that if you're a black man, bro, and you hate black women, bro, like, man, get your crack ass away from me.
You know what's crazy? Whenever I watch like videos like Fresh and Fit, or I see like other like random niggas hating on black women, I think to myself, like, how come that didn't happen to me? Like, I'm not mad at black women. Like, I've done hollered at plenty of black women. They ain't fuck with me. All right, queen, cool. I just keep it moving.
No.
But
Here's-
like, why does that make niggas so mad, bro? I just don't understand.
No, those are dudes that never got love from black women. And what I would
If
say,
you ever heard, I can see why, bro. Them niggas are lame, bro. Corny.
That
Go on.
gotta be it, bro.
no, but because here's the thing, where
crazy.
you can understand, if a nigga really hurt, he's just gonna hate on women. If he really hurt, he's just gonna hate on women. If you have self-hate, bro, you gotta hate on a specific type of woman, bro. And it only, like, even with black women, bro, they never, even if they only date white guys, dog, they never do it publicly in such a way that these niggas do, bro. And I don't understand that. Like, I understand that self-hate and all that other stuff, but to be fair, bro, black women don't do it publicly like these niggas do, bro. And that shit is disgusting, fam. Like, why you gotta do that on your podcast, make a complete joke? Like, my dude, why you don't think black women are, you think you cute with all these crackers around you, bro?
Bro, listen, like, they literally had a picture. And this is gonna go on to the next point, which is fake influencer and fake influencing, right? They got a picture like their brand is not about improving their lifestyle. It's about showing off. That's
Fake
not
it till you make it.
It's not even about. I'm not even talking about with them. We'll get to that too. But I'm talking about with them and how it goes against the ideals of this, bro. This shit is not about showing off or buying a nice car or stuff like that. That's a byproduct of the achievement, right? But that's not supposed to be the end goal, bro. The end goal is to make yourself a better man, bro.
So, and they're good at just showing the surface level stuff.
Exactly, because they're only surface level, because they have nothing else to offer. And this is why I hate the community, because the community is a lie. The community is rampant with niggas like this. There's very few niggas who are actually teaching the teaching of what you're supposed to be taught and trying to improve yourself as a man. It ain't about if you in a fucking Lambo. Yes, you're in a Lambo. That doesn't make you a better man.
At all. Like, not even close.
Right. So let's go on to the next stage. The people that they're teaching, the people that they're influencing, the people that their audience, right? We gotta have a conversation about fake influencers, bro, because these niggas are fake influencers, right? Like somebody who used to be a common guest on their channel, right? Some nigga named Mr. Organic. He has a YouTube channel as well.
Oh, yeah.
So on the episode, one of the episodes, he talked about how he got $1 million estate, right? All his YouTube, oh, look at my $1 million estate, look at my house I bought in Malibu, bro. Come to find out, nigga lied, bro. He's paying rent. He's on a lease. Which is cool. That's fine. But why are you lying, bro? Like, taking pictures at the house. And niggas don't, he made a mistake of not knowing that all you got to do is take a picture of the house and pull it up and you can see who actually owns the deed, right? You feel me? And then he's been exposed. He lived above his means. He just made a video talking about, oh, I'm moving out my house. What do you mean you moving out the house? I thought you owned the house, nigga. What you talking about, bro? He made a video, now he got to sell his cars. It's to the point where he can't fake it no more. He literally has to sell things to recruit money that he spent because he was not doing what you're supposed to be doing in the manosphere, which to improve as a man, not just get money and flaunt it and throw it all away, dog. Like, do you know that there's a
Some
market?
people are goofy.
He's a fucking goofy for sure. But I didn't realize like we mentioned this YouTube channel a while ago. How you say it? The one that exposes people, Spencer Cornelia.
Oh, Spencer Cornelia.
Spencer Cornelia, great channel, right? Because he goes around and he exposes these people, and the reason why he does it is not to be pocket watching, because he feels that he's seen the effects of people trying to chase what they're being shown or what they're being sold, and you're gonna lose that battle, bruh.
And you know one thing else about his channel I like too? He does talk about getting money via real estate and shit like that. But at least he'll talk about the losses.
Exactly.
Like, he'll tell you like, damn, I lost like 50 grand trying to do this. Because that's what actually happens. He's not like a fake guru who tells you, oh, there's no chance of failure. Because that's what they do. You know what I mean? So I can respect that.
Right. And Mr. Organic is one of these fake gurus saying, I made money in this, that, and third. Now he dried up. He got no money. The only thing he could do is keep making YouTube videos because it's the only thing where he getting money from, right? And that comes with the territory. I'm not here to bash the nigga, bro. I'm not wishing on nobody's downfall, right? But I don't feel bad for him either because you spent so much money to sell a lifestyle that you didn't need to sell, right? Like, and that's one of the biggest things that I had no idea for, right? The fake influencer market, bro. These people take photo shoots on jets. They pay to take a photo shoot on a jet that they're not going to use, bro. They buy bags to take pictures with empty bags, bro.
Well, okay, so
hold on. I'm gonna let you talk. I don't think you really processed what I just said, bro. There's a market, $1 million market online where people buy Louis and designer bags. They buy Louis, Fendi, fucking Gucci. They just buy the bag. Balenciaga. They just buy the bag to take a picture on their IG to make it seem like they bought all of this stuff when there's nothing in the bag. That is disgusting. That is a sickness. Go ahead, girl.
Cloud chasing has become an epidemic, bro.
No, the only reason I get it, the whole fake it till you make it thing, is the simple fact of like rich people only fuck with rich people. And I remember a story of a dude talking about how he bought a Bugatti because he wanted to impress billionaires and stuff like that. And it opened doors for him. But if he didn't buy the Bugatti, them type of dudes wouldn't have fucked with him to begin with so he can get those doors open. So I understand that at the very least, if you fake it till you make it, you might make it and you get lucky and, opportunities open up to you.
No, and to your point, right? There's another YouTuber. I can't remember his name, bro. He's the other white boy who just goes around watching. He does the videos where he acts like he watches how much people spend on money. Like he's super cheap. He's super frugal or whatever.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Right. He spoke to that, right? Because before he made his YouTube channel, he didn't get rich, but he made a moderate enough money in real estate because he was a real estate agent, and he was able to make like $50K on a commission because he sold like 2 or 3 multi-million-dollar homes Now, mind you, he said, bro, this is the best year I ever had. You feel me? I got lucky, right? But he knew he didn't want to always do that. So he took all that money. He was at his parents' house. He didn't pay no bills. And then he went and bought his first rental home, and he just worked his way up from rental home, whatever, right? Now he has a very successful YouTube channel. Big number, right? But he said that. He said he knew that he had to get a nice car. And that's the only money that he ever spent was to put a down payment on a nice car so he could sell the image of him being a high value real estate agent. You can't pull up to a $5 million home in Florida in a fucking Volvo, bro.
Appearances are everything, bro.
Right. Fair enough. However, that's different from buying a bag, bro.
Facts.
That is not the same.
Not at all.
Because that person who bought that Bugatti, there was an end goal. He was trying to get with people. The people who do this online are trying to impress people that they'll never meet a day in their life, dog.
Right. There's a difference between making a strategic move to build connections and network, and then using your money just so you could look and floss to people who don't give a fuck about you and you'll never meet.
Those are two different things.
Two massive differences, dog.
Completely, massively different.
No, I know you're right, but I'm just saying I understand if that's what their move is. I understand if they fly in a certain life to get to know other people and connect to other people. I get that rich people only fuck with rich people, bro. So, like, I get that. I just look at it as the person that can afford it, that does that, and may take a gamble to make certain risks and then just lose and then look like a fucking idiot.
Right, but okay, so a lot of the things though that you're seeing, a lot of these, especially, listen, I don't watch the white influencers, bro. Like they play a different game. They're white. They obviously gonna have a built-in fucking advantage, right? I just don't like that majority of the black influencers are not honest about where they get their money from, dog. And it's the fact that a lot of these black influencers get their money from scamming, bro. Like Hush Puppy or whatever the fuck his name was, dog, who's going to federal prison right now, bro, because he was doing big fraud. And he was one of the big fraud, and he was one of the biggest influencers all on social media, bro, specifically Instagram, dog. So, listen, dog, I just don't like the fact that influencers feel like they have to fake it. Like, it's cool, bro. I get it. It helps your profile. It makes you more money. You getting ad revenue, all that good shit, dog. But the people who don't know the difference, it just bothers me because you're gonna hurt somebody in the long run who can't tell the difference.
You know, it's kind of crazy that society is going towards this route, right? Where it's just like the people who are now becoming strangely more and more important are people who can go on social media and the internet and they can fake like they're living this lavish lifestyle. Like a guy that everybody knows is Dan Blizzarian.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
yeah.
Dan Blizzarian is one of the biggest frauds you'll ever fucking meet in your life. But for a time, he was the king of Instagram.
He was the king of Instagram. And I used to follow his page.
Me too.
And I was
bro,
like,
I loved him until I found out he was a fucking fraud, huh?
What made him a fraud?
Where he got his money from.
Right.
So he said that he got his money from
Playing
poker.
Yeah.
He was a trust fund baby, bro. And a lot of the things that he said he owned, he didn't own.
Yep.
And now he's in a lot of debt because his core base outgrew him, right? And he couldn't build enough young people who were enamored with his lifestyle to recoup that base anymore, right? So he aged himself out.
Right. Essentially.
Yeah, he aged himself out. So now he's in a situation where he fell off the map. Nobody gives a fuck about Dan Blizzarian no more, bro. Nobody gives a fuck, bro.
He's a thing in the past.
He lied about being in the military. He lied about a bunch of shit, bro. Like, you don't have to, bro. You won, bro. Why are you lying about shit like this, dog? Like, you already won, bro.
And it's crazy because these niggas don't even think about the consequences. Like, you reach a point to where you have this facade where now you're going on talk shows. You're having interviews with, like, you know, on the night show and all on the Daily Show and all type of shit. Like, people want to know who you are. And it's like, these people, what they don't understand is that, especially these influencers, is that they create a lie, right? And they create a brand off of a lie. But what you don't realize is in the beginning is that if you create a brand if you create an image off of a lie, you have to keep lying to keep that image. So at some point, when all you're doing is lying and hiding and reinterpreting, reconfiguring information so that you can make yourself look more legit, at some point, we all have heard this before, the truth always comes to light. So when you build everything you want to build off of a lie, when all you have for an image is a false image, at some point somebody can see that the pixels are off, nigga. And they never realize it. And it always comes back to haunt them. And eventually it's going to haunt, some of these people that we've been talking about today.
Facts, man. All right, man. Next topic. This one kind of hits close to home for several reasons. One, it's the podcast space. You feel me? Like, we're going from one podcast to another podcast, but this is a podcast that I actually respect. I respect the men on there. I respect the integrity about the podcast. I respect what the podcast was supposed to be. But like we seen with the Joe Budden podcast, bro, sometimes you just can't mix business with friendships, bro. And it is sad that it happens like that, bro. But I specifically was caught off guard with this one because I didn't see this coming with this one.
Right.
You feel me? And if you may not know, I'm talking about the I Am Athlete podcast. It's a podcast with former athletes, Brandon Marshall, Channing Crowder, Chad Ochocinco, or Chad Johnson, whichever you want to call it, Fred Taylor. Yeah. You feel me? And it was a podcast that came out of nowhere. It was a success story that came out of nowhere. I didn't even think it was going to become what it became, right?
No, I don't think anybody did.
And then in a flash of an eye, bro, it's done. Less than a year, damn near. Like, you feel me? Like, it was kind of crazy because I just seen Channing Crowder, Ryan Clark, who was on ESPN, a former safety for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The pivot.
And Fred Taylor, right. So I see them have a pivot. I'm like, oh, that might be a little side thing.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I thought it might be a little side thing, you feel me? But It's still I Am Athlete is the main, the main dish. Then I watched the episode. Then I was like, no.
The episode's called The Truth, which tells you a lot.
Yeah.
It's called The Truth.
Yeah.
And they go into a little bit of detail about the direction of I Am Athlete and basically, I mean, it's Brandon Marshall, bro. That's what it sounds like, man.
Yeah, and trust me, bro. Like, if you know about Brandon Marshall, it fall in line with Brandon Marshall, bro. It's the same reason why he's no longer on First Things First, right? You feel me? He is the AB of the entertainment world, but I don't want to call him that because that's not fair to him. I don't want to call him that. That's not fair to him. It's not fair. I'm acknowledging it's not fair. I'm saying that on the front end, but
it's still funny.
It's just. It made me think of this podcast, right? And it's just like, no matter what you think, you feel me? I know, and in my heart's a heart, you know me. I'm the most, I'm not going to say the most honest person, but I try to be as honest as possible. I don't ever see that happening to us. You feel me? But it made me take a par for the course. Like, it made me take a pause, like, damn, bro.
Life will always throw you unexpected.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's be fair and let's be honest with each other, bro.
Go ahead.
You are selfish enough that I could see something like that happening. But where I see a difference is, and I don't think you're a grimy nigga in the sense of being a grimy nigga, bro.
Damn, I feel like you trying to call me a grimy nigga.
Nah.
Like, I feel like that's where this is going.
No.
I'm not racist, but that's how you sound.
No. I know my bro enough to tell you, my brother, yeah, you're a selfish nigga. Where it doesn't happen is me and Rodney are both niggas that don't really care like that. Like, I'm not a money nigga, bro. I told you already, bro. I'm never gonna sue you niggas. I would never do that with my bros, bro, because I see you as brothers. I'll just be like, that selfish bitch ass nigga, bro. I'll call you a bitch ass nigga without knowing, without ever believing you a bitch ass nigga.
Fair enough,
I would just say it, bro.
Yeah, something that I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that.
Like, I don't ever see, I would never truly call you a bitch ass nigga and think of you as a bitch ass nigga, but I would just say that. So my point is, at the end of the day, me and Rodney are both niggas that we so calm and we so cool, bro. We will always sit there and trust our brothers. And when you show, which I don't believe you could do it in the way them niggas did it, it'd be a different way. I don't know what way it would be. Because when money comes in, bro, you don't know how niggas, you've been broke so long, you see some money, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro.
All right, this is where I'm going. I'm not even going to say I'm defending myself, you feel me? Because it's just your perspective, right? But on a much smaller scale and a much more relative scale, I could point to a situation, you feel me, behind the scenes. There was a point in time where we were talking with somebody who was a producer who, whether I think he has connections or not, the first thing that he said to me was like, yeah, I see the vision for the show, but Gerson has to go. I told that nigga, that's not going to happen.
and this is the only way I can sit there, bro. And nigga ain't had nothing to offer, bro.
No, but here's the thing, though. Like, even if he had something to offer, bro, it's like, I told him, I was like, listen, we could do a different show with me and Rod, but the Couch Bros is the Couch Bros. There's nothing you could do with that.
Listen, fam. And this is the only way I could put. If it was $10 million for them,
if it was $10 million, I would still say the same thing because you're still getting what you want.
Okay, then.
You feel me? Like, if you want me and Rod, that's fine. You can have me and Rod.
For $10 million.
For $10 million. But that doesn't mean you're going to get the Couch Bros.
Okay.
You feel me? Like yeah, that doesn't mean you're going to get the Couch Bros. If you want me and Rod, that's cool. You can have me and Rod. Fine. For $10 million.
Slap that shit on the table.
Slap that my thing. Put it right here. Nigga, I'm a motorboat that shit, bro. But that doesn't mean you're getting the Couch Bros. Because the Couch Bros is me, Rodney Maurice, and Gerson Orvelis, bro. That's what that is. You feel me? So
I got you.
In regards to what happened with them, I don't know. They just alluded that they didn't have their money right. And what that means, or the business wasn't right, or they didn't cross their X's and tot their D's or whatever the fuck the saying is, right?
Right.
That lets me know that they expected to be compensated and did a lot of things on good faith, similar to what happened with Joe Budden in the Joe Budden podcast and how they fell out with how he fell out with Roaring Ball, right? Now, I think the situation.
I don't think they truly fell out. Oh.
I don't know. I just think the money wasn't right. Now, were they still cool or not? That's whatever. You feel me? I think Channing and Fred are in a situation where they're such real niggas. They like, you know what? It is what it is, bro.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I still got love for you. I can't deal with you on that level. You feel me? I'm not gonna wish ill will on you. That's the vibe I got, the way they explain it. But if you really read between the lines, bro, the money wasn't right. And at the end of the day, it was Brandon Marshall's podcast. It was his podcast. I'm pretty sure he put it in his name. And they probably came to a situation where they said, hey, bro, yeah, it's technically yours, but it's only popping because of all of us.
It's facts, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's facts.
And I'm pretty sure that's what
Crowder
happened.
is one of the funniest, unexpectedly funniest niggas I ever heard in my
And the
life.
thing about Channing Crowder is by far the most experienced when it comes to this. Channing Crowder is on the radio, bro. He's
and
on
Hawk.
560. Yeah, 560 WFM, bro. He's been on the
Hawk and
radio for
Crowder
years.
shit.
He is the most seasoned. Like, he may make it seem like he's goofy and all of that, but it's intentional. He knows how to talk. He knows how to engage. He knows how to sell. He's been doing this for years, bro.
You know what? I just remembered the other day, bro, is when Channing Crowder called Cleveland the booty hole of America.
Nigga say it's the anus of America, bro.
Bro, Channing Crowder is a hilarious. Him and Hawk show is hilarious.
Hilarious,
dog.
bro.
Hilarious, bro.
Wait, it's still him and Hawk?
Yeah.
I thought it became
Every day.
something else.
Every day.
They still on it, bro.
Okay.
Every day, bro.
Solana's on that shit still. It's a funny show, bro. I listen to it sometimes.
Yeah, bro. It's still like he's actually a broadcaster, bro. Like, he's a professional broadcaster, so he knows what he's doing. He knows how to do this more than Brandon Marshall did, bro. I think it was Brandon was like, "Hey, bro, fuck it, what y'all want to do? You feel me? We could come to my house. I do this, that, and the third. We just do this podcast, bro." But they also said that the podcast lost sight of what it was supposed to be. Right? Now, I found that I can see myself on Brandon's side on that, right? Because I tell you guys all the time, I want to expand. I got all these ideas. Now, whether it's executed or not, it is what it is. But I have these ideas. I can see how Brandon could say, hey, let's go do an episode with NASCAR, which was a really good fucking episode, bro. Like,
I actually haven't watched that one.
Nah, I really liked it, bro. It put a bunch of different people in a different box. You feel me? And it was cool to see two different worlds interact and realize just because we come from different places doesn't mean we're actually different people, dog. And you saw all the dudes on there was like, damn, bro, I got a story like that. You feel me? Yeah, we came from the hood. Yeah, we play football, this, that, and the third. But the way you talking about your upbringing and stuff like that, I can identify with that. You feel me? And I don't think that Fred and Channing appreciated that aspect enough because I think they just wanted to be homeboys and kick it, bro.
That's how it started. Right.
That's how it started.
That's how it started. Yeah.
Well, that's part of, I understand that's part of the game, but that's also what, you know, the love of a podcast is just sitting there having friends that you actually communicate with and letting the conversation flow freely as you can while sticking to subjects. Like it happens to us all the time where we accidentally say something, but it can be an interesting conversation that pops up out of anywhere. And if the show ever was to come to the place where it's something else, I don't know. It just depends on how much I got paid. And in that situation, if I didn't feel like I got paid enough, I would just walk away.
Yeah, to me, that's why, like, you can't put, when you put like this, right? Like me, right? I know, and it sounds easy to say, but I know myself enough. I'm truly somebody who, I know myself. I know what I believe in. I know what I stand for, and I know what I feel is right, right? Can you guys ever name a time where I've ever said, y'all owe me money?
I don't even have to think about it. I don't even have to think about it, nigga.
If I got paid and we started getting money, and I'm not gonna say, well, I bought this, it's my computer, it's my house, I think I deserve a bigger cut. No, nigga, y'all, this shit got big. Nobody knows who's listening to this, where this shit came from, bruh. All they do is hit play on Spotify, bruh. They don't know how. They don't know that's not why. Yeah, nothing. They don't. That's me saying, yeah, it's my laptop. Who fucking cares, bro? Like, they don't give a fuck. You feel me? It's an equal split. People are paying. No, in my mind, because I know I value why. I know why people are paying or paying attention.
No, well,
they're listening to us.
No, well, and this is where I don't like. This is where I understood Joe's part. Like, even though we may have kicked in a little bit or close to nothing, you have provided us a place to sit down and speak. You provided us a place, like you have held down this podcast way more than we did. So I would understand if it's being in your name, you doing all that other shit. All I want is to get fairly. I don't want the equal cut because I know how much you put in this shit. You put in your mind and da-da-da. As the owner, as someone that operates it. Like, I was on Joe Button's side in the sense of this is all his shit.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's in his name. And part of the thing that disgusts me is when all that equal partner shit sounds cool and sounds right, but when no money was coming in and you were still getting paid, that's where they lost me. If no money coming in and you still paying me, then I understand where it seems like you the boss, bro. I can't sit there and tell you I'm your partner, no money coming in, and I'm still making you pay me, bro.
Well, okay, so the thing with the Joe Button, like, honestly, bro, it's like there's no real way to have a conversation because everybody's right? You're right and Joe's right in the aspect, like, this is my shit. I'm the one who's paying for everything. Right. But on the flip side, if you go listen to what Rory and Maul saying, there was not even an expectation. There was they had legal rights to a specific amount of money that they didn't see. And they just said they wanted to see the books to make sure they were getting paid properly. Like, niggas wasn't scheming off the books. But again, that's neither here nor there. It's been well documented. It is what it is, right? In my opinion, I don't care about that stuff. In my opinion, we a team, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't put a value on this. I can't put a value on why it's popular. I can't put a value on who is listening for somebody. Somebody might be listening just for you. Somebody might be just listening just for Rod. Somebody might be listening just for me. 90% of the people who listen might not even like me, bro. Right. I have to understand that, bro, and say, you know what? It's equal. we're here because of everybody's contribution. To me, it's an equal split every fucking time. You will never see me saying, yeah, I need 55%. Y'all niggas could argue about the 45%. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Scraps.
It's not gonna happen, bro. That's just me. That's just me.
Honestly, bro, when it comes to shit like this, especially with the podcast, this was always my thought, bro. If the College Bros ever blows up and gets big, I don't care what happens because I've been doing this shit for fun from the beginning.
Facts.
Facts. Herb is the one. Listen, for those of you who listening, I'm gonna put y'all on a little bit of secret. Herb carries this shit. Herb is LeBron because Herb does the editing. Herb does all the hard shit. The most that I do outside of recording is give this nigga fucking episode descriptions. So I have nothing. Listen, I don't give a fuck. I'm just having fun with the homies, nigga.
And I'm Mario Chalmers, bro.
Nah, bro. Like, listen.
I'm having fun, though.
Listen, so one of our listeners, a good friend of ours, a homeboy, Adrian Youngblood. Shout out to Youngblood. You already know.
Shout out to the homie.
I'm gonna call you out because we do need that.
Hey,
that
yo,
intro,
blood.
We do need that intro track, but neither here nor there. He said something again to why I say, bro, it's I can't split this up. There's no greater good. There's no there's no one person here with one person there. No, right. Man was like, bro, y'all conversate so naturally, and then you got Gerson. Gerson brings that other perspective that you need. And I said, yeah, bro, it wouldn't work without Gerson. You know what I'm saying? Agree. So that's the feedback that I'm getting. You know what I'm saying? Now, in regards to the I Am Athlete, dog, it just hurt. I'm not even gonna say it hurt me. I was just closer to it because we have a podcast too, and I'm like, damn, that could happen to us. Even if you don't think it could happen to us.
No, that's always possible.
I'm not naive enough to not think that. You can't
put nothing past nothing in life.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Exactly.
That's just the way you.
And I just saw a bunch of niggas from Florida, but that was just like, bro, that's from the crib, bro. You got a bunch of niggas from the crib.
Fred Taylor, fucking
Florida boys.
Well, here's
Channing.
the thing: when money is the issue, is because you made money the issue. That's truly how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? And some niggas just did it as a business opportunity. They didn't know it would blow up the way it did, and at the end of the day, if they feel like they didn't get paid enough,
from the
away.
Pivot podcast, I listened to it because like Herb, when I listened to it, I thought it was just an extension of I Am Athlete, and I realized like, oh, these niggas are starting their own shit. I was like, oh shit, these niggas are starting their own podcast. So obviously, the name of the first episode, the premiere, is The Truth. So Channing and respect to Fred and Channing because they didn't spill family secrets, dog. They just kind of gave an overview as to why they started the Pivot. And when I seen that, I was like, you know what, that shit could really happen to anybody, but it also depends on the mindset of the people too. You know what I mean? Like, we do this for fun. I would love for the Couch Bros to get big, bro. I'm gonna get my own money doing what I do for a living, bro. So for me to be crap about getting money on a podcast is irrelevant for me because in the near future, I'm gonna be getting paid, bro. So I'm not really worried. Money to me is not something I'm really worried about.
Yeah, me too, bro. It's funny because everything comes full circle. Like, what's your one Indian homie? Is it Arabic? I'm not gonna say Indian. Benaj, right?
Yeah.
And he said it like I remember when we interviewed him, and shout out to him. He was a great interview. He said it, bro. He was like, honestly, man, if I could just reach one person a day, bro, that's all I care about, dog. At that moment, I'm like, because this is my mindset for the podcast at that moment. I was like, man, I ain't in there for that, nigga. I'm trying to make it big, bro. But the podcast game is so saturated now. It's not in our favor to strike it big. If we do, we do. If we don't, we don't. It is what it is. I've accepted that. I do this more for an opportunity to just kick it with my homeboys, dog. And I'm like, if we're gonna kick it anyway, bro, let's just put it on wax, bro.
Fuck it, why not?
What's the difference, dog?
Let's see what happens.
It's no different. We're gonna have this conversation anyway. The only thing is that I edit it, give it a cover art, and put it on fucking
Spotify.
Put it on Spotify for the world to see, bro.
Yeah.
It's the only fucking difference. I'm just literally just chilling with my friends, bro. That's it, bro. It is what it is. But it could blow up. Things could get messy. You could get lawyers involved. There could be all kinds of bullshit.
You know
bro.
what? The thing about life that especially I've learned is that we think we know until it happens.
Facts.
That's just what it comes down
Facts.
to.
And that's what, yeah.
I feel the same way, y'all, but like in my mind, I'm like, man, nothing could ever go wrong. But life is just not that sweet.
Life ain't that sweet at all, dog.
I would hope we could overcome that, which I believe we could, but you just never know. It's just the way it is.
You never fucking know, dog. But you got any last words?
Well, I think I'll save it off the podcast.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
Speaking of friends and speaking of situations where people are close and they're not close or people have fallen out, dog. Like, I do want to have an update on the Young Dolph case, which is the ultimate extreme of what happens when you have people who are cool and they're not cool no more, and it ends up with somebody getting killed. And the internet was on it, bro. Within 24
Way before
hours.
the fucking cops, nigga.
No, the cops knew too. It's just they had to make sure that they had everything.
Oh, they have a process.
Yeah, they got a process. Yeah, like, I have never seen a case solved that quickly, bro. Ever. Niggas knew within 24 hours who did it, bro.
Yeah, man. It was scary.
Like, the internet detectives were on it, bro. So, like you said, like that was like 5 podcasts ago when you said a straight drop, bro. And lo and behold, bro, if you listen to our podcast, Rod said it, he was like, yeah, bro, they think it's this rapper named Straight Drop.
I didn't even know who the nigga was. I was just doing research.
Thank you. Lo and behold, bro,
research,
I want to say it was Friday or some shit like, yeah, it was Friday. This past Friday, the charges were applied to him. He is charged with murder for Young Dolph, for Adolph. That nigga's name is Adolph. That's wild, bro. I didn't even know they still made Adolphs, bro.
Hey, man, at least he turned his name into something cool.
That's true, right? R.I.P. Young Dolph, but they charge his murderer, or who they think his alleged murderer is, and he said he's gonna turn himself in on Monday, and come to find out, bro, he wasn't really cool with Straight Drop, but all his artists were cool, and they fell out, and it became a beef, and it became a real beef to the point where the nigga Straight Drop was rocking around with a PRE chain as if he was an artist, when come to find out he just robbed one of Young Dolph's artists, bro. Big Butchie Great, bro. So the beef was real to the point where it was like, nah, we got to kill this nigga. Like, it was on site type shit. So I don't even know what to say about it, bro. Like, we could briefly touch on it, bro. So how do you feel about it?
I mean, obviously when the news came out about Dolph's passing and him getting shot, it was super shocking. It caught a lot of people in the hip hop community off of guard. Currency, who's a rapper, Gerson, not so much, but me and you, we we're fans of his music. And I seen how he reacted to it, and it was just like, damn, it hurt the hip hop community. But I mean, I'm glad that they're finally moving forward with the case. Hopefully Dolph will see some justice, you know what I'm saying, for what happened to him. Ultimately, it sucks because, no matter what happens, he's not coming back. His family, his fans, his loved ones, his friends, his children, like everyone who's involved with him, he's never coming back to them. But at the very least, it's at least they'll get justice. You know what I'm saying? They'll get some kind of justice they'll get some kind of answers for what happened to his murder. It was an unfortunate situation, but I mean, it's a part of the game, unfortunately, dog. And I just wish it wasn't like that.
Well, the only reason I don't feel like it's any close to justice, if everything is what you guys said was what Herbie described it to be, Dolph ain't had nothing to do with this shit. And that's why it's like, man, that's some cold-hearted. Like, if you beefing with somebody, bro, and you just take out their big homie, why would you do that, man? Like, that's cruel, dog.
Well, Gerson, the problem is that in situations like these, like, I guess the best way I could put it is, like, Dolph is the face of the franchise, so he's the one who has to pay. It's unfortunate, it's not fair, but that's just that's basically what the situation ended up being. And it's unfair to those that loved him and those that were around him and those that he was taking care of and, giving love to. But, that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes,
Yeah, honestly, bro. So it's like, it's one of those situations where it's twice as annoying and twice as heartbreaking, because when you finally get your answers, bro, the answers provide more questions than they did to begin with, bro. So it's like, now you're more confused, bro. But it is what it is. I just wanted to update people on that situation who might not be aware. Now, before we go ahead and close the show, I do want to go ahead and switch over completely into a different realm, bro. we are gonna be the sports bros for the remainder.
Sports bros
For the remainder of the podcast, man. So this is where we get our sports takes, primarily basketball or whatever fuck we want to talk about in regards to sports, bro. So
Shit, Florida Panthers right now looking good. Man.
hey, you are on your own with that. I don't know. I can't provide anything.
22-7 and I think 4.
Yeah, I can't provide anything.
I don't know nothing about hockey, but all
Me
I
neither.
do know.
Let me not act like that. My friend Joey would be disappointed in me.
No,
Be
but
acting like I know hockey.
no, all I do know is just it's soccer with a puck and a stick and
completely different sport.
No, it's kind of like it, bro.
Yeah, in the sense there is a goal.
No, you're just saying it because they have goalies and goals.
No, dead ass. It's almost the same shit. It's just on ice.
No, I in fairness to what Gerson is saying, it is true because it is a back and
Nigga,
forth
I have
game.
never seen soccer players roll their sleeves up and throw sets up, nigga.
That is true. They're different sports, but
I ain't never seen
the
that.
essence of the sport is the same, bro. It's a free flowing game where there's no stopping it. You just play until what's it called? Blah blah blah. You have
I guess I can see it.
fair enough, man. But normally I want to roast the Lakers, but I still want to roast the Lakers, bro. Like they are like a 5-game winning streak or some shit like that, but they've only played bad teams, bro. Like,
Yeah, I mean they can only beat teams that are 500 or below.
actually, that's better than that's actually an improvement, bro, because they were losing to those bad teams too, dog. So that is an improvement.
You know what? The Lakers are such an interesting team to watch because obviously they were a team coming into the NBA season that a lot of people felt highly about. A lot of people, you know, this is like a little off the record, but a lot of people gave my man Gerson a shit in one of the groups we follow on Facebook, like the 2MW group. But man, whoever took those screenshots, I hope they're ready to pull them shits out at the end of the year, nigga. Because you're looking more and more right.
Listen, man, people don't watch basketball. They just talk about it, man. There's no way you could pick all these old bodies and play defense. Bro. There's no way you could pick all these old bodies and be selfish players, bro. Honestly, man, Russ looks very terrible in this. More terrible than I expected, bro. But nonetheless, man, he's truly shown himself to be a selfish player, bro. And I hate the fact that they point at him.
Well, he's an easy scapegoat. That's what it is. He's an easy scapegoat. And you know, it's
Nah, though, like real talk, like they have a like a highlights of his lowlights, bro. When he fucks up, it's spectacular, dog. It's to the point where it's just like, bro, what is going on?
Now,
bro?
Westbrook is probably the only basketball player that you can watch on a regular basis that is a star player. That you can watch him on a play and be like, that nigga didn't know what he wanted to do. Like, there's a lot of times I see Westbrook where he jumps up and he causes a turnover. I'm like, what was your plan, bro? What the fuck was your plan? Like, what was your fucking plan? Like, it didn't seem like you knew who you wanted to pass it to. You didn't want to shoot, so why'd you jump?
Well, I want to say this, and so a lot of people may disagree, but like I honestly do not believe what's the name? Damian Lillard was better than Russell Westbrook, bro. This year has shown him all the hype we gave him, bro. It ain't worth shit, dog.
You talking about Lillard?
Yeah, man. The nigga ain't doing shit in Portland, bro. I thought he'd be better than this. Like, he looked like James Harden, bro. The rules changed, and he looked just terrible, dog.
Well, he's been better as of late, but you're right. He definitely, the way the season has started, it was a rough start for him. Adding to the fact that McCollum is out indefinitely with a lung issue, and Nurkic has been in and out the lineup. The Portland is just where they've been, which is mediocre.
But the thing about basketball, one player can change everything. If he was on that level, bruh, they'll be better than this.
Okay, so when you say one player can change everything,
he can drag you to the playoffs. One player can drag you to the playoffs in basketball. Okay. And they won't even make the play-in. So
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who is he getting over in the West, bro?
No one.
By himself?
No one. I mean, he could. I mean,
like, bro, if you look at the standings right now and name all the players, or at least all the big time players all these teams got, who the fuck is he getting over, bro? The Warriors, the Suns, the Nuggets.
He can get the Nuggets.
No, man. Jokic is way better.
No, if he was that nigga,
Jokic is no.
If he was that nigga, bro, he's at the 12th seed, bro. He's not even close to. He won't even beat the Kings or the Timberwolves.
Portland is 12th seed right now?
Yes.
That's bad.
So that's my point of him being trash, man. Like, nah, bro. He ain't that special, fam. So, like,
I mean, I ain't never been a big Lillard guy. I've had people. I'm not gonna say I've had people say to me because that's not true, but I've seen it on the internet. It felt like people were saying to me, they're like, "Oh, Lillard's better than Steph Curry." I've seen people fix their fucking fingers to write that.
Listen, man, they don't know shit. I get that.
Like,
man.
what?
I get that, fam.
Recency bias is the devil.
No, but what I wanted to really get into is the simple fact of my boy Kawhi coming back, bro. And if they get lucky, they face the fucking they face your Warriors, and we get the shit popping like we said we would.
Oh, bro, listen, man.
No, but I just want you to know I expect them to lose. But if it goes 7, I believe I would be right.
But why would you be right if you have a player of Kawhi's caliber?
No, it's the simple fact that they didn't play the whole year.
So what?
Oh, come on.
Nah, don't give me that come on shit.
Who showed up in half the year, less than half the year, and then won everything?
Jordan went to a fucking playoffs and made it to the next round, nigga.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He got kicked out the first round.
He did not get kicked out in the first round.
Was it the first? I believe it was the first round.
It was not the first round.
I think
they lost to Orlando in the second round.
I think you're wrong.
No, it was not the first round.
I think you're
Jordan
wrong,
has first round losses. It was not when he came back.
I think you're wrong, fam. But you may be right. I'm not saying you're right, but I do believe it was.
That's besides the point, bro.
Nah, fam.
At the end of the day, you can't tell me.
Listen, hold up.
A series that has Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, you're telling me you're gonna call the Warriors trash if it goes 7?
Yes, because the niggas only played half the year, fam. What are you talking about?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
What are you talking about? You was the second seed. You went 7th with the 8th seed, bro, or the 7th seed.
Bro, didn't y'all niggas go 7 games with fucking Luka Doncic and nobody else?
No, that was the 4th and 5th seed. What are you talking about? They were always close. That was the 4th and 5th seed.
Bro, you're telling. Okay, so let me get this straight. You're telling me that the Warriors would get shit.
Who went 7?
No. You're telling me the Warriors would get shit for going 7 with the 7th seed.
Yes.
When that 7th seed didn't even have Kawhi for a whole year, who would have been a higher seed.
That's even worse.
No.
That's even worse.
You are fucking.
My dog ain't show up for the whole year, and you win 7 games with him, bro.
Oh my!
Come on, dog.
That's the sword.
That's how I see it. That's how I see it because you swear your niggas will win anyway.
Oh, they are gonna win. It's bro. That shit is going no farther than 6 games. By the way.
Okay, bro. If it goes 7, that's my point. Your niggas is trash.
That's
like I thought
all you can hang on, bro. You can hang on that all you want. Y'all losing.
But listen,
even if it goes 7, it don't matter.
Hold up.
Y'all losing.
Hey, but this is the thing.
Y'all
right
finna take the L.
No. That's how much respect I put on your name. If they go against the Suns, I expect them to win, bro. I expect them to beat the Suns. I expect them to beat the Jazz. You the only motherfuckers I sit there and be like, all right, bro, if it goes 7, I'll take it as like they could have won if they had the whole year. Outside of that, bro, I would sit there. And be
you think the Suns would be? You think Kawhi could beat a healthy Suns team?
I feel like Kawhi would clearly. I would feel like Kawhi would clearly be the best person on the field, and that's why they should go. It should go like they should win. Like it's the respect for Steph Curry that I sit there and be like, all right, bro, the fucking Warriors might win that series. That's it. Like Kawhi is clearly the best person if they face the Sun. You telling me Booker's somewhere there?
Nah, it's not even that. I just think the Suns are just a better overall team.
Nah, man.
I think it's more than just Kawhi coming fucking back.
The fact that they even like they're a 500 team without fucking what's the name and without Kawhi, I was like, yo,
bro. But everybody
showed how great of a coach he's been this year, bro. Honestly, I didn't think the Clippers would be where they're at.
No, I mean the Clippers have had talent though, bro. They're not like some talentless team. Like,
yeah, but they've been trash.
They've had depth, nigga.
If it was fucking what's his name? What's that goofy ass nigga that 76ers coach? What's his name?
Oh, Doc Rivers.
If it was Doc Rivers, bro, I wouldn't expect these niggas to be that good. It's fucking what's his name, dog? It's fucking Tyloo being a great coach, bro.
Look,
that's all it is.
I mean, look, it's fun to talk about, the Warriors and Clippers, but let's talk about the 2 teams we need to talk about, man. The Nets and the Lakers, man. Come on, bro. The Nets are one of the funniest teams in all of history to me, dog. Because they have Kevin Durant and James Harden, and without Kyrie, they not shit.
That's the funniest thing about it, bro.
That makes no sense to me.
And then they have Kyrie, who's I've never seen it. The man's a part-time NBA player, bro.
Part-time superstar.
That is hilarious. It's actually outrageous, and we don't we're not reacting to it the way we should. This is absurd. Like,
absolutely,
this is ridiculous. This is nonsense that this man literally gets to play part-time for his own admission, for his own reason.
Respect.
Which they said that they weren't going to abide by. And then they realized, like, nah, we need this nigga. He's too good. And they bent over backwards. They bent the knee. Game of Thrones reference. Mm-hmm. And it's just silly because we're not going to see him for like another week and a half, dog. Like,
it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, bro.
It's what COVID has brought us to.
It is, dude. This shit is truly stranger than fiction, dog. Honestly.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, I don't get if, and I'm sorry to bring it to COVID, but like, I don't get why are they making it that much of a crazy thing where, like, you only have to worry about 5 days now, more than worrying about, who are we going to find? That's why you have G League players to call up and stuff like that. I don't understand. They got to the point where they postponing games, and I'm like, come on, bro. We doing this? Y'all the people that should actually have the bodies to cover up if you have to set players out and whatnot. So I don't understand why they doing that.
Dude, ultimately, when it comes to COVID, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Like, that's just what it comes down to in every sport. Everybody's just fucking winging this shit, man. Jobs, sports, you name it, everything. Everybody's just fucking winging it because the people who are supplying us information, they don't even fucking know what the fuck they're talking about. So if the people who are supposed to know what the fuck they're talking about don't really know what the fuck they're talking about, that just means everybody else just has to wing it their own way. And the popular thing to do in this day and age is to make it a way bigger deal than it maybe needs to be. Now, look, there's a lot of, I can't speak for this. I can only speak from my own experiences, from what I see around me, from the world around me. COVID has not devastated people around me as bad as it has said other people. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns from the Timberwolves, this nigga, if COVID was a person, he would hunt COVID down, bro. Because COVID took like half this nigga's family. So if you talk to a nigga like him, he might tell you like, yo, we need to be better about this. Like anything he says about COVID that's against COVID, that's for COVID prevention, I can't be mad at him because he's taken loss from it. COVID hasn't taken anybody important from me. So I can look at it from a lens of all this shit looks ridiculous, but it's easy for me to say because I haven't suffered from it. So the question really just becomes, we just have to hope that this shit, dude, think about this, dog. We've had several variants now, dog. Omicron, Delta. These niggas are doing fusion high.
Yeah, that nigga's doing
Deltacron is a variant, nigga.
The DBZ fusion, bro.
Bro, that shit sounds so fucking goofy, nigga. Deltacron? You mean bro, if some shit called Deltacron makes me sick, nigga, just fucking throw me in traffic, nigga. I don't want to lose to that, bro. Deltacron? That shit sounds like a Decepticon that nobody wanted to hire, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's hilarious, that shit's dog. Crazy. That's fucking hilarious, dog. All right, man. Any last thing before we close the show?
Man, listen, man. I'm super happy to be back with y'all boys, my brothers, G Baby, Herbo.
Yes, sir.
Got to see Baby Z.
Yes, sir.
Mama Tiny, you know what I'm saying?
Sir.
And we gonna be back at this bitch again next
sir.
week.
You already
happy
know,
to
man.
Be back,
Gerson.
Nothing but love, man.
I appreciate y'all, dog. For the next pod, I do want to talk about two things that I have strangely become really interested in, bro. Like, I've been just watching a bunch of old movies, so we could review it. Like, I watched Any Given Sunday recently, and I completely misremembered that movie, bro. That movie was way more than just a football movie, bro.
Oh yeah. I didn't do it recently, but I watched it a couple years back, and I was like, whoa.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I was thinking this shit was, but. It's not what I remember, nigga.
I watched Malcolm X.
Right? Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. No, Jamie Foxx and LL Cool J. Any Given Sunday. Willie Beeman, bro. What you?
No, I got
you thinking of He Got Game, bro.
No, I'm thinking of what you call it, the football movie with what's her name?
You thinking of Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
That's a completely different movie.
That's way different.
That is wild. You should be fined for confusing the two. They couldn't be more different from one another, bro. Shout out to the Miami Sharks, man. Al Pacino, man.
Al Pacino with the goal.
I watched Malcolm X. You should definitely watch it. That also has Denzel, so you should definitely watch that, bro. Also, next week, if you guys made it this far and you're listening, I'm going to make the argument that's going to ruffle some feathers, bro. The argument that I'm going to make is that I do believe Kodak Black is the greatest rapper from Florida.
Is the greatest rapper from
Nah,
Florida?
man, I don't know.
That doesn't sound that far-fetched to me.
You crazy.
Like, bro, if you look at Kodak's hits alone,
Yeah, man.
nigga.
We can save it for next week.
Kodak's hits alone?
There's no argument. It's either him or Ross, bro. You can't say Trick's prime wasn't long enough, bro.
No, but that's my point. Him, Ross, I would take Plies before I take Kodak.
You got to take Kodak. Kodak had a much higher run. If you're gonna take literally
Plies, bro,
the same
rapper,
they're both.
I like Plies more than I like Kodak, and I can't roll with you on that one.
Why would you think that, fam?
Because Kodak has had a long. We'll save it for next week. This is exactly what I'm talking about. We'll save it for next week, man. We'll save it next week. All right, deuces.
Because I know he definitely ain't get a fucking Rick Ross yet. So that.